Hi, I'm Brett Harvey. Welcome to my channel. I teach a really cool class for 7th and 8th grade students in Greenville County called Flight and Space. And one of the pieces we do is I got certified through a group called Project Lead the Way. A lot of people are familiar with Project Lead the Way. It's a great organization. One of the things in that certification is they recommend drones. Now, the only flaw is they don't actually teach or have a part for drones. So when I came into this and my admin wanted me to do drones, there was a huge learning curve. So I want to help you to not go through the same learning curve I went through. So let's get started on how to do drones in middle school. Let's go. Okay, so what drones did I go with? I think there's a lot of good options out there, but I went with the CoDrone EDU. These were specifically designed and researched to be for students, and they do a pretty good job. In fact, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so there's no kickback for me, but I wanted to share my honest opinion on them with you today. They come really well packaged. They come with everything from your charging cables to your media syncing cables to the tools you're going to use to do repairs. They come with plenty of these really great, easy usable batteries. But the drones are a good size and they're really user friendly. So this is what the drone kind of looks like. It has a lid on top, the battery piece. You got some rubber footies on the bottom, and it comes with 4 pieces. It also comes with a remote control that helps pilot the drone. Now, I want to go through in just a second 3 pros and 3 cons of this drone. So come on. All right, let's start with the pros from our CoDrone EDU drones. The first pro I would say is that they are wildly easy to code. In fact, I will praise their online platform that they do from their website on how to code. They do easy, they do intermediate, and they do an advanced. And all of them walk you through some basic steps. They have great directions and all the things. And the best part is our students here in Greenville County, South Carolina, will use a Google Chromebook, and it's accessible. Our Wi-Fi accepts it. The district accepts their platform, which is a huge bonus. Because I've done research on other drones, and their district blocks their websites, or you can't access whatever. They use a program called Blockly, or they'll use Python. You can go more advanced or intermediate, however you go. But the coding feature specifically for the students is really easy. They code from the Chromebook. It plugs in the USB to the controller. They hit run the code, and the drone does its thing. The second pro I would say is that everything on them is very user-friendly. Between the packaging, how it's laid out, where everything goes, the cords that plug in, between just using USB, the controller and the interface all make total sense for the students. And so I would say the second pro for me is that student friendly, specifically for my 7th and 8th graders, is pretty easy to grasp and them to go. There's not a huge learning curve, whether they've done coding or not. They've done a great job making them very student friendly. Third pro, and I think the most important, is that these are shockingly durable. They have a frame that goes all the way around, so each blade is protected. Each part of plastic, it's a unibody frame, and they're really durable. I've had it where a kid will code something wrong, it'll hit a ceiling, or it'll fall, and these little parts are pretty durable. They've got it where the blades pop off as a security feature, so instead of the blades staying intact all the time and like breaking off motors, the blades can pop off and the blades can pop back on. It's really easy. I've been really, really impressed with how durable the body and the frame of these are. All right, now I want to go through 3 cons, and I want to be cautious because I'm not an engineer. I've never personally built a drone, and so I don't want to come off as saying that they're something that they're not. But I do want to bring up some concerns I've had and just some user pieces. I think the first thing is that the drone, when you pilot the drone with the remote, has 3 speeds. And I'm struggling to find consistency. So one student can take off with one drone, it'll be on low. Another student can take off, it'll be on high. And there is a way to change it, and you can read on the remote, but just the inconsistency and having 3 speeds, part of me wishes it was just 1 speed, or it was easier to change and notify before. Okay, the second dilemma that I have, or con that I would have, is that I feel like the motors, when you're piloting, in other words, when you're not coding, you're flying the drone with just the remote, the motors get really hot really fast. So they have a short runtime. I have some cures for that. I have some systems that I'll go over in a future video, but it does feel like that they can only run for 1, 2, maybe on a 3 minutes at a time before the motors start overheating and you start seeing flaws in the flying. The third feature that I think is a con, and it's probably my least favorite part, is that there are still repairs. You know, motors can go bad, which I feel like that's normal. The bodies can break. There are some little things, and they are able to be repaired. Now, the problem I have is that the repairs are very time consuming. You know, you got to pop a motor out, you have to have a tool, you got to take off some parts. They're very time consuming. Each repair is around 20 to 30 minutes. Well, as a teacher, I teach 6 classes. I don't have a ton of planning time. So that means I'm either staying after school, I'm coming before school, or I'm trying to get a student. And that gets tricky too. So the biggest con I would say is that the repairs for the drones are very, very time consuming. All right, so that's just some introduction pieces of this. Overall, I really do recommend the CoDrone EDU drones. They sell different varieties of classroom packs. They have great resources as far as online and responding. They are really quick to learn for students, and they're a great option. So now over the next few weeks, I'm going to be putting out several more videos specifically on this channel about the drones. Systems I use, parts I buy, how I organize some of the pieces. So be looking forward to that. I'm hoping to have a video out of you. But thanks for tuning in today. Again, my name is Brad Harvey. This is Flight in Space with some drones.